And anticipation is building for the big fireworks display in Detroit Wednesday night. Detroit River Days Festival is the lead up to all the fun, and today a new documentary premiered as part of it. The focus, a U.S. mail ship with a rich history serving the Great Lakes waterways since 1874 is the J.W. Westcott. We caught up with the documentary's producer earlier today.
J.W. Westcott started out in a rowboat, rowing by himself to the various freighters that were coming up and down the Detroit River, hand delivering ship's captain's orders to them. And from that grew the floating zip code.
The boat has a wide range of other duties, including message services, freight delivery, and storage. Some Metro Detroit dads use their heads.
Day 3 of River Days wraps up with loads of entertainment and a little bit of history along the water's edge. Festival goers got an up-close and personal look at the J.W. Westcott. The boat is nicknamed the Floating Zip Code because its main purpose is to deliver mail to passing freighters and ships. The J.W. Westcott has been operating for 135 years. The producer of a new documentary about it tells us it's the oldest maritime business on the Great Lakes.
The J.W. Westcott is a tremendous piece of maritime history, and they are the jewel of the Detroit River.
River Days made a big splash.
A documentary about a floating zip code known as the J.W. Westcott is being shown at the Renaissance Center approximately every 90 minutes during today's River Days Festival along the Riverwalk area. Joining us now on the live line is Mark Nowotarski, who is the producer, director, documentary of the documentary, or he's the producer, director, writer, I should say, of this documentary. And Mark, what's it called?
Good morning. The story is called the J.W. Westcott Story, Serving the Great Lakes Waterways and the World, 48222.
Tell us about the Westcott and how it got its own zip code.
Well, the Westcott is the only non-military vessel in the entire world that has this zip code. It delivers mail, parcels, and whatever needs to be delivered to the various freighters that travel here on the Detroit River and the Great Lakes waterways.
And the Westcott's still out there doing its job?
Oh, yes. It's been doing that for over 135 years. As a matter of fact, they've had several deliveries just earlier this morning.
How does the Postal Service decide what mail goes to the Westcott for distribution to these ocean-going vessels?
Well, the various people that have communications that have to go to the crew members of the vessels address a parcel to the vessel care of the J.W. Westcott Company at 48222. And they are a registered post office.
And how long have they been doing this on the Detroit River?
They've been in existence for over 135 years, Paul.
So now, is the Westcott owned by a private company?
Yes. J.W. Westcott has been owned by one family since its founding in 1874 and still going strong.
What kind of a boat is it?
It is a tugboat, or can be technically called a launch. It's approximately 45 feet long, and it just goes up and down the river.
Mark, what piqued your interest about the Westcott to the extent that you would throw this much of your life and I'm assuming also your finances into a documentary about it?
Well, the Westcott, being a great staple here on the river, has been, it's a tremendous piece of maritime history. They really serve the community, not only of maritime history, but also of the Detroit community. They're always here. They're tremendous company.
Now, is the documentary going to be shown elsewhere after River Days?
Well, the documentary is premiering here at the Renaissance Center in the Winter Garden. First time that anyone has seen it. And after this, the documentary itself is going to be available to the public, so that if somebody is interested in maritime activities, the history of the Westcott, and to just find out what a tremendous treasure that the Westcott is to this area and the world.
Now, Mark, if folks see the documentary and that piques their interest about the Westcott, can they actually see the boat on the river as well today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the vessel will be here also, here docked at River Days. They will be here at approximately noon. People can come up, see the vessel, talk to the crew members, talk to the owner of the Westcott, and if in fact there are any deliveries scheduled, they may very well do those deliveries right here in front of River Days so that the public can see and observe and see what they do.
Well, it sounds pretty exciting. Mark Nowotarski is with us. He's the producer, director, and writer of this documentary about the J.W. Westcott. You can see it today at the Renaissance Center at the Winter Garden. What is it, all every 90 minutes you're going to be showing it all day long?
Yes, it'll be showing continually.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much for letting us know about it, and best of luck with this.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your time.